Floyd Mayweather Jr. criticized Gervonta Tank Davis for wearing Canelo Alvarez no boxing, no life gloves. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So we got some interesting news here as Hall of Famer 50-0 TBE Floyd Mayweather criticizes Gervonta Tank Davis for representing the brand of boxing gloves that's Canelo Alvarez made. I'm going to say this short thing about the boxing gloves, no boxing, no life gloves that Canelo Alvarez has. The reason why Canelo Alvarez made those gloves because it was a fight. I don't remember what it was. A fight that the padding was missing from his gloves, and Canelo Alvarez was absolutely disappointed. They was trying to make it easy for him in that fight, and Canelo Alvarez says, "F you, I'm gonna make my own boxing gloves and be legit in the ring." And so that's how he came up with the no boxing, no life gloves, because somebody tried to cheat him out of his gloves by taking the padding out just so he could get the easiest knockout. But anyway, guys, Floyd Mayweather is not a fan. You know, there is some rivalry, still some beef between Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is definitely not a fan of Canelo Alvarez wearing Canelo Alvarez gloves for Gervonta Tank Davis, because he feels like that, look, you representing his brand, you represent everything, and why would you wear it the gloves against Isaac Pitbull Cruz and he's rooting against you? And I have to agree, because Canelo Alvarez, yes, he likes you, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's a fan of you, but he's not a true supporter with you, because he cares about his people. Canelo Alvarez is 1,000% for his Mexican fan base and his people. You know, you got to have your fan base as well, representing your fan base. You don't want to represent Canelo Alvarez fan base, because all you're doing is just helping him grow bigger and grow stronger. And more people is going to rival Canelo Alvarez if you continue to represent his fan base. Now, we've seen multiple fighters wear the Mexican colors. Gervonta Tank Davis wore the Mexican colors. Floyd Mayweather Sr., Floyd Mayweather Jr. Many more typical black fighters wore the Floyd Mayweather colors. And, you know, as a black fighter today, you want to try to stick to your own people, try to ride for your people, try to build your own brand by calling for your people to support you instead of trying to help the Mexican fan base in Canelo Alvarez. And there's nothing wrong representing the Mexican people and stuff like that, but talking about if you want to build your brand from really the ground up, you can't just represent somebody other brand by wearing Canelo Alvarez gloves, because now maybe some black fighters or whatever you want to call it, all races is going to be wanting to wear those no boxing, no life gloves. And you know, there's nothing wrong, but it's bad business in Floyd Mayweather's eyes. It's bad business because he feels like he's losing money on Gervonta Tank Davis by wearing his gloves, wearing Canelo Alvarez gloves. I try to break this down specifically, but I can understand what Floyd Mayweather's coming through. You know, if you really want to build your brand, you know, wear Grant gloves. You usually wear Grant gloves. You know, Grant has no ties to anybody. You know, why not wear Grant gloves? I mean, Grant has the best boxing gloves. Well, to me, I like Salito Reyes, but I rather would prefer Grant. I know a lot of people can't, you know, guys that usually just train and spar in the gym, a lot of people can't afford those boxing gloves, because Grant, they are ridiculous high price for those gloves. They're like, you're going to be spending $500,000 trying to get Grant boxing gloves, but I can see why, because they're very, very good boxing gloves, and winning is also good boxing gloves as well. You know, maybe Gervonta Davis could wear Salito, Reyes, Grant, or whatever, but Floyd Mayweather just don't want him wearing Canelo Alvarez boxing gloves, because he feels like there's some beef there, and you just promoting him, help him grow his brand and stuff like that. But guys, I'm going to keep this video short. With that being said, Floyd Mayweather tells Gervonta Tank Davis, stop supporting Canelo Alvarez. Stop wearing his boxing gloves, because you're just making his band bigger by wearing those gloves. No boxing, no life gloves. With that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.